Hey, yo, this is Mark, of Mark's Max Muscle. And that was my old original beginnings, guys. That was a tribute to Scott Hall, actually. Razor Ramon Dino. Poor Razor Ramon, he just passed away, guys. Just passed away yesterday. And one of my favorite wrestlers had to mention that. Don't like to make videos anymore on people's passings. I just don't feel comfortable making money off people's passings. Things of that nature. And that's myself. I'm not saying it's bad for other channels to report on people's deaths. And that's the other thing. There are so many channels that do report on deaths that I don't think that I need to. But anyway, guys, this is what this is about. A comparison between Razor Ramon, Ramon Dino, and Chris Bumstead, the Classic Physique Division champion. Now, Ramon Dino, he, of course, placed, fifth at the Olympia? And he has improved. He got a second place finish here at the Arnold Classics 2022, gaining some momentum. Of course, Terrence Ruffin still in the mix, but he has shown a lot of improvements, has Ramon. So, do you guys think he can take Chris Bumstead? Boom! Oh my goodness! I guess he is taking Bumstead. He's showing his dominance here. That's a little bit rude, you know. Oh, here's Bumstead showing that he will not be intimidated by this Brazilian bombshell. I mean, of course, there's an international flavor about this, isn't there? Bumstead being a Canadian. But the Brazilian showing the Canadian no respect here and giving him no space whatsoever. Will these guys get into a fist fight? You never know. I think they'll have to bring this guy out. Get on over there, he'll tell Ramon Dino, get on over there. That guy's good at telling the bodybuilders where to stand. Hey, I wouldn't want to mess with him. Anyway, let's get serious, guys. Let's go through these shots and see if Ramon Dino, with this package, this second place, I guess it's a winning. Second place is a win. Arnold Classic version of him improved. Can he take the 2021 Olympia version? Winning, of course. Olympia winning version, of course. Can he take him? And if he can't, what does he need to do? What does he need to do? First thing I see, what he needs to do, Ramon Dino, he needs to bring those lats out a little bit more in this shot. Bumstead's waistline is so tiny, it accentuates it even more. Of course, Ramon's got a good vacuum. Now, wheels, that thin skin, it's just glaciers for Chris Bumstead. You can see right through it. But really, the quad sweeps, things of that nature, I like Ramon's legs better. And food for thought, he's got a better set of arms as well. Wow, that tan, the paint job, I guess, the spray tan, whatever they do for Bumstead, perfect. And that all makes a difference, guys. That all makes a difference. Now, we don't have all of the shots. This is a classic physique, after all. We'll have a look at the back, and this is a Christmas tree pose. We have a couple of more mandatory shots, and then we'll take a look at these two guys in the finals. But take a look, guys. Behold, this Ramon Dino has improved in his conditioning. I know it's a different shot. They're hitting it at a different angle, but looks like he's more diced, more peeled than Bumstead. Bumstead looks bigger, of course. Let's have a look at a mandatory back shot. And this, of course, translates much better for Bumstead in the rear double bi than it did for the Christmas tree, which leads me to believe that the conditioning of this Ramon Dino, it is a lot better than it was at the Olympia rather. And you can see that in the striated glutes, the lower back tight as a drum, nice clean neat lat insertions. But let's face it, guys, Chris Bumstead, his back from 2018 to 19 rather to 2020 and here in 2021, his back has grown, developed. This is a mature open class back. Well, some of the open class competitors, weaker backs. Hey, taking nothing away from the classic physique, love this division. And I gotta say, Ramon Dino needs a little bit more width in the lats themselves. The lat insertion's not going to be as low as Bumstead's, but still, they look a little sharper, I think. Condition might be a little bit better. Still, as a whole, you might give it to Bumstead. Close, close. Go to the abs and thigh. And there is a definite possibility that Ramon Dino can overthrow the champion. I would say. Maybe not this year. Well, who knows what could happen. Terrence Ruffin's still hanging around. Little bit of improvements, though. Hey, all you need is one good victory over a top guy, and they can consider you for the win. Again, wheel size, Glacier's glass for Bumstead, but overall the size, those quad sweeps, awesome. And the abs, no doubt. Ramon Dino has the win. The vacuum. Yeah, Dino's got those legs, and this is a very exposing pose to the quads. Bumstead, he is awesome in that aspect also. Plenty of cuts there. Good cut of meat. Good vacuum pose. Good vacuum shot for both guys. Exposing to the clavicle width, or lack thereof, for Bumstead. Look at the chest. The big man's Brazilian chest, and maybe the more petite Canadian chest. But either way, taking nothing away from the Canuck. Hey, I'm a Canadian myself. Now, for a change, a shift in gears, let's have a look at the next day. The finals for both gentlemen. And it looks like Chris Bumstead, it looks like he's Mr. Saturday Night. He really brought the condition here. Now, Ramon, he's nice and painted up. Looks like he got a paint job. So now he has the nice tan, but I don't think he is quite as sharp. But this is from his routine. So you can't really judge these poses, I guess. You sort of can. Bumstead looks good. Here's another shot. These are mostly classical shots. And Ramon Dino making good use of that physique, the midsection, and the posing techniques. He's improved on his posing. And aesthetically speaking, in this shot and in a lot of the poses, I have to say Ramon Dino is better than Chris Bumstead. So realistically, if there is one guy in the IFBB in this division that can overthrow the King Bumstead, it would be the Brazilian. I'm telling you right now, guys. Side chest shot. Now this one here, if you look at Olympia side-by-side poses of these guys, Ramon was standing a whole lot shorter than Bumstead. And you can notice his far leg now straight, just like Bumstead. So he's standing close to the same height. And that was an issue too. I watched the side-by-side videos of these guys, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too from the Olympia. And Ramon stands close to the same height as Bumstead, who's like 6 feet tall. Maybe 6'1". And Ramon Dino's listed a lot of places 5'9". He's not 5'9" if he stands close to the same height as a guy 6'1". Anyway, enough about that explanation, because I usually do hear from some of the people in the peanut gallery. They just look up somebody's height and you can tell you if you missized it or not. But anyway, to be honest, taking nothing away from Ramon Dino, I apologize. He needs to execute the side chest a little bit better. Bumstead, they call for it. Boom. That's it. It's a standard. And Ramon kind of moves around a little bit more. And you need to set it at one pose and then boom. Ooh, I like this shot. I like this pose for both gentlemen. Bumstead hitting it the way they did in the 70s. And I like that. It's traditional. But you see what Ramon Dino's doing. He's switched legs. He switched up the legs. He's putting his left one forward, right one back. And you know what? He's showing the hamstrings. And look at his glutes here. He looks dry, shredded, and peeled. Showing the back a little bit more too. I like what Bumstead's doing though. Standing nice and tall. Looks very crisp. Chris looks crisp, for sure. But I gotta say, this is a classical shot, after all. And when you do compare classical type poses, 9 times out of 10, Ramon Dino just seems to have that X factor, that aesthetic appeal. And he is developing more and more muscle, and his conditioning for sure. When you see that Christmas tree comparison, it is getting tighter and tighter. So I do believe he can, in fact, close the door on this feud. If, of course, bodybuilding is a game of huge ifs. Huge ifs. If he does increase the muscle mass in the back development, I think he needs to do that. And probably the conditioning, the separation in the quads. Then he really needs to knock the champion out as well, too, guys. You got to think about that. It cannot be close. You have to knock the champion out. And Bumstead, one of the greatest champions. I think as time goes by, Chris Bumstead will be known as one of the greatest champions, period. Whether he's classic physique or open or 212 or anything. He's classic, of course. Anyway, guys, Ramon nipping at his heels. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Can he take him? Will he take him this year at the Olympia? Who knows? Have a great day, guys.